Hello and welcome to episode 101 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got my first two games in charge of Stoke City. We're away to Bolton Wanderers and then at home to Swansea, both in the EFL Championship. So let's get straight into the action, and I'll show you my first team selection for the Bolton game in just a moment. Okay, here is my first team selection then, and it is Joe Bursick in goal, back four of Carden, Wells, Mia and Cameron. It's Clementi at the base of midfield, Continella and Moda ahead of him. It's Osimhen and Ndala on the wings, and Oliver up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, as I'm without an assistant manager at the moment, I'm entirely on my own on this one. So they won last time out. I want to be impressed. It's my first match in charge. So point the finger, want to be impressed. And let's go out there and see if they can do that. So Bolton going with a 4-4-2 formation, and we're underway, and it is Stoke with the first highlight. The header comes in and goes over the crossbar, and the highlight comes to an end. It's an encouraging start from the boys. Can we keep it going, and can we make the most of it? This time it's Bolton on the attack, and it's Persona to Stickland, McAtee to Burns. Burns is ball forward, it's cut out. Moda to Continella into Ndala, through for Oliver, and the shot is too high. He's put off by the onrushing goalkeeper. But so far we've had much the better of the match. Let's encourage the boys and keep an eye on fitness levels and also on performance as well. Some not ideal performances out there, and one or two players beginning to tire already, so not great. Let's demand more just before half time to give them a little bit of a reminder. And we're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. A relatively even first half. Possibly we've just shaded it, but let's go into the dressing room. Shoot more often, or something similar to that is what I was looking for. Right. Go out there and do it for the fans. We'll go with that for now. In terms of changes, let's see. I'm going to put Osimhen up front. I'm going to take Oliver off and bring on Ibrahimovic. And I am going to take off Louis Wells and bring on Mulligan. In fact, not Mulligan. No, I'll go with my original decision of Mulligan. And I'll also bring on Robert Berg in for... In fact, no, I won't. Change of plan again. We'll move Mia to left back, Cameron off, and Robert Bergin on. And will I make a fourth change? I don't think I will. I think I'll leave it at this point. And let's start the second half. Hit them with a demand more. We're going to stay on balanced for now. We'll go positive in a little while. An away point, not a disaster. Right, let's go positive now. And let's get Osimhen off. And bring on Meredith. So Carden with the ball. Comes forward, finds Moder, who gives it away. But Osimhen's won it back. Played it out to the wing. And it's smuggled back to Cooper, who goes for the clearance. But we've won it back briefly. And then Carden plays the ball forward. It's got scrappy and we've lost it. And we win it back in our own area. Osimhen offside, so doesn't go for it. Persona plays it over the top. Bergin brings it down, finds Continella. Moder to Clemente. Moder again. Clemente gives it straight to McAtee, and Duffy gives it to Toivonen, and Petri Toivonen has a goal for Bolton. All our own doing, and it is Bolton Wanderers 1, Stoke City 0. And that is really, really disappointing. And they've managed to get a second almost immediately. Aaron Sparks with the second goal for Bolton. It's Bolton 2, Stoke City 0. And this is turning into a disastrous first game in charge. So already this slightly varied formation from my usual that I go for is not working the way I'd hoped it would. Duffy's in again, but Bersic this time is equal to the challenge. And we will be going back to something tried and tested for the second match of the episode. Just hope we can avoid conceding a third goal. We don't look like scoring one ourselves, as it's played through again, and Toivonen is in, and he has got a third for Bolton. It's Bolton 3, Stoke City 0. And this is turning into the debut from hell for me. And we really need to turn things around at Stoke very, very quickly. So I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home game with Swansea. The team for this one is Bersic in goal, back four of Mia, Carden, Wells and Cameron. Continella at the base of midfield, Nappy and Hamilton ahead of him, and Dala on the left, Ibrahimovic on the right and Oliver up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well I'm still without an assistant manager, so I'm on my own with the team talk again. So, what am I going to go with? I want to see a marked improvement, absolutely. So, point the finger and tell them I want a marked improvement, and let's get out there and see what we can do. So, first 10 minutes I'll just see how things go, unless anything drastic happens. Swansea on the attack though. Lloyd with the corner, swings it in, it's headed away, he'll get another chance and finds Morris, crosses it in, the header from Ryan Giles gives Swansea an early lead. It's Stoke City 0, Swansea City 1. So we need to demand more already with only 5 minutes gone. And I knew I was walking into a difficult task here, but it's getting even more difficult now. So another demand more needed. and some changes going to happen at half time. It's headed away, Giles, but Hamilton gets it clear, but it falls to Coulson, who chips it in. Giles flicks it on, and the header is just wide, and the highlight comes to an end. Swansea have been by far the better team so far, but we are only 1 goal down, so still plenty of time to turn it around. Headed away, Cantwell, and that's a penalty. So Carden with the foul, and Swansea have the chance to double their lead. Leonard from the spot, and he beats the keeper. It is Stoke City 0, Swansea City 2. Harry Leonard with the second goal of the game. And we've now got a massive mountain to climb. So can we do it? Let's go attacking. Let's demand more as well. As Ndala reaches the byline, crosses it. Ibrahimovic heads it down, but it's given away. Cameron wins it back. Hamilton to Cameron. Needs to get a cross in here. Does, but it's charged down, and Oliver picks up the loose ball. Nappy. Continella to Carden to Mia. Mia's ball over the top for Oliver. Can't beat Young in the goal, but Oliver is offside anyway. And it is going to be 2-0 to Swansea at half time. And much work lies ahead. So I think we're probably looking at 4 changes at half time if we can do it. I want a much better display in the second half. So, in terms of changes then, right, Mia is on a 6.4, so he can go off and Alfie Blake can come on. I'm not going to worry too much about star ratings for the substitutes. The performances have been that poor, I don't think it matters that much. So Ndala can come off for Lewis Potter. We'll swap Keane, Lewis Potter and Ibrahimovic around. Got to try something different. Victor Osimhen can come on up front. And we'll also take off Nappy for Jakob Moda. So that's 4 changes, and let's get out there and see if we can turn it around. And first attack is going to be a Stoke City attack. Osimhen to Cameron, Continella to Osimhen, Continella to Wells, Carden to Continella into Hamilton, plays it out to Lewis Potter on the right hand side, cuts infield, finds Hamilton, his shot finds the back of the net. Jordan Hamilton cuts the deficit in half. It's Stoke City 1, Swansea City 2. Let's encourage the boys. We've been better after half time and after all those subs. So 1 more substitute remaining, and it is going to be Carden that's going to come off, and we will bring on Mulligan as Cardiff come forward. Swansea come forward again. Giles, and it's Lewis Potter intercepts, finds Osimhen, Continella to Moda, out to Blake on the left, clipped in and headed away. Blake gets it back, finds Moda, Continella into Hamilton, hits the shot and it's just wide. Can we hold on and Or rather, can we get one more goal to at least get a point from this game? Wells to Cameron into Hamilton. Lewis Potter into Ibrahimovic. Moda's ball over the top. Osimhen chases it down. Finds Moda. Continella to Blake. And Keane Lewis Potter stabs it into the back of the net. And it's disallowed for offside. So still over 20 minutes to go. Let's demand more. Can we manage to fashion another opportunity to get a draw? Ball over the top for Blake. Gets to the byline, finds Ibrahimovic. Blake crosses. Lewis Potter hits the shot. And I'm sure this one's going to count. It is Stoke City 2, Swansea City 2. We are level. And we've still got nearly 15 minutes to try and find a winner. So now we go encourage into the last 7 or 8 minutes of normal time. Can we find a way through? Free kick to Stoke. And it's Ibrahimovic over it. And it's going to be a right-footed in-swinging free kick. Osimhen hits the post and wins the corner off O'Neill. So it'll be an out-swinging corner. I've not set corners up yet. So it's the default corner option. And Moda crosses it in. It's headed away. And O'Neill can bring it clear easily and under no pressure. And Osimhen gets away with that one somewhat. Blake's throw finds Continella. Blake again, ball over the top. Osimhen gives chase, but only in a limited way. And Wormleighton finds Morris. Cantwell into the area. Gets his cross in. It's deflected onto the bar. Cleared, and Ibrahimovic puts it out of play. Into stoppage time. And that passes without incident. It finishes Stoke City 2, Swansea City 2. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table then, and as you can see we are in 17th place with 26 points from our 22 games played, and some 9 points adrift of the playoff positions. We only need to achieve a top half finish this season. That's 4 points away at the moment. So let's take a look at what's going to come up on the next episode. And given that I'm planning on making massive changes to the squad, what I will do is play all the way through to the end of January. I'll show you the game against Cardiff at the end of January, the home match with Brighton at the start of February, and we'll also round up the comings and goings in the transfer market. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.